Hello viewer, welcome to Samuel Academy. My name is Samuel. In this video, I want to talk about the anomalous expansion of water or the abnormal expansion of water. We know that substances expand when heated and therefore their density decreases, because if you increase the volume, from that expression that density is equal to mass or volume, if we increase the volume, density will decrease. So we have seen that substances expand when heated and their density decreases. But when cooled, materials contract and their density increases. So most solids become denser and contract when they solidify. Alright? How about water? Let's look at those two diagrams. Okay? Now, when water is cooled to 4 degrees Celsius, so you are cooling water, this is the axis with temperature, this for density, this for volume, and this for temperature. So when you cool water up to 4 degrees Celsius, you find that the volume of the water decreases up to 4 degrees Celsius and the density increases. From this expression, density is equal to mass over volume. So as you cool water to 4 degrees Celsius, the volume of the water decreases, which is normal. So that happens up to 4 degrees Celsius. And that's when we have the maximum density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. Now from 4 degrees Celsius, as you continue to cool the water, that's where the abnormality comes in. Alright? So further cooling from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius increases the volume of the water. So here, the volume of the water increases. That's why we have the abnormality. From 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. When water is cooled, you find that its volume increases and the density decreases. Okay? That's the abnormality. Now, this is the anomalous expansion of water. As the water cools down to 0 degrees Celsius, it freezes and turns into ice. Okay? And the structure of ice is such that it occupies more space than the liquid form of water. Okay? Which leads to increase in volume and therefore decrease in density. In fact, we know that ice is less dense than water. That's why it floats on water. Now let's see the effect of this anomalous expansion of water in aquatic life. Water at 4 degrees Celsius is the most dense. So it settles on the bottom of the water body, let's say in winter. So water at 4 degrees Celsius is the most dense. That is 1 gram per cubic centimeter. That's the maximum density of water. So because it is the most dense, it settles at the bottom, right? In winter, the top of the water is always the first to freeze over. This top layer insulates the rest of the water body from cold winter. Therefore, aquatic life is protected from the cold winter because of this effect of the anomalous expansion of water. So I hope this video has been useful. Kindly like, subscribe, and leave a comment.